Hey, Alabama Balance, and we're going to be playing some Pokemon Showdown today. I think it would be interesting to go through and to make a Pokemon team. You guys might have heard of Pokemon before. It's only the highest grossing franchise of all time. So, anyway, Pokemon Showdown is a nice little website where you can go and you can play Pokemon just on the website. It's totally free. Just go on there and make a team and have yourself some Pokemon. Before we get started, who am I in particular? I'm nobody special. I have basically like a straight 50% win rate in every Pokemon thing that I do. However, I will note that I don't use alternate accounts, and this is basically the result of me trying new teams and also getting teams that work, and then they go pretty far, and then I get bored of them, and then I make a new team, and it doesn't work out, and so generally, I'd say I'm about the average player, although I've heard that the average player is like under 1200, but that's just like any little Timmy logging on to Pokemon Showdown. So I don't consider myself anything too big or nonsense, but I think it would be neat to go through and make a team because I find the Pokemon metagame, especially this generation, to be particularly interesting. So let's get to it. I think a great thing to look at before you make a team in any tier, especially if you're new and you don't have a lot of experience, you definitely want to be looking at the OU or whatever tier you're in, the viability ranking thread, because this is going to show you exactly what you're going to deal with on a regular basis. So Shine Pow, Golden Go, and Great Tusk, expect to see them on basically every game, or at very least like half of your games. So you're going to want an answer. You're going to want an answer to Shine Pow, you're going to want an answer to Golden Go, and you're definitely going to want an answer to Great Tusk. Another thing that you'll want an answer to is Garg. So with that in mind, when we make our team, we have to make sure that we have answers to these very common threats because they're the best for a reason. So when I start making a team, I have an idea for like a Pokemon or a set that I want to use, and I go ahead and pick it and then build the team around it. But you don't have to do that, and you don't even have to pick just from overused. You can go into like the UU borderline. This is stuff that's like banned in UU, but doesn't have the usage for overuse, because the way Smogon tiers things is based on usage. Assuming that everybody plays to win, the Pokemon that are picked the most are risen to the higher tier. That's just how it works. But you could go into a different one and say, okay, maybe I want to use a Floatzel. And we have our Floatzel, and basically to use a Floatzel, we'll basically need rain, like guaranteed we need it. So that's another slot taken up like immediately with Pelipper, and we're gonna go ahead and put Drizzle on him. Now at this point, I have two water types. Both of these are going to be weak to electric, and I don't really have a grass resistance either. So I would like to look for a ground type, specifically because while a thunder weakness is one thing, being weak to Volt Switch is another thing, because things can just Volt Switch and then they switch out, and that creates a whole lot of momentum. I don't want them to do that. So I think the third option is definitely going to be Clodsire. Ground type, and I'm going to put Water Absorb on him, because if we're going to be in the rain, water damage is going to do a whole lot more than it usually does, so I want something to soak up the water without having to think about it. This also makes him an absolutely perfect switch into Rotom, which only has the options of using like a status move or Hydro Pump, which is going to be water absorbed, or Volt Switch, which is going to be absorbed by that ground type. So that's a good option there. And we have a little bit of synergy with the Pelipper and the Clodsire, because the Pelipper is immune to the ground weakness that the Clodsire has. So if I'm ever being threatened by a, let's see, Great Tusk, that's a ground type, it's probably going to be using Earthquake a lot. So if he's using Earthquake, I can just switch into the Pelipper and I don't have to worry about it. And his other options aren't really that great for Pelipper either. The knockoff might hurt, but I feel like if I can get the rain going, I should be okay. Now I'm going to go back to Floatzel, and let's put a Choice Band on him. And we're going to obviously be using Wave Crash. And Wave Crash with the Choice Band and the Swift Swim in the water with the Terra-type water hopefully nothing tanks that. That's the idea, is that we have Swift Swim, we're faster than everybody, Wave Crash, everything dies. And we'll also want to put some coverage moves on here. We definitely want Aqua Jet for times that we're not in the rain, and there might just be cases where something is just faster and we want to kill it outright, or maybe something has set up to like +5 or whatever. And we want to be able to just get it out with the Aqua Jet. Gone. Ice Spinner is really good coverage here because both of the water absorb Pokemon in Clodsire and Quagsire are going to be at least neutral in the case of Quagsire and weak to in the case of Clodsire. And Clodsire isn't very physically bulky, so you're going to be dealing a lot of damage to him if you get him with the Ice Spinner. Ice Spinner also hits super effectively all of the dragons that ignore or resist your Wave Crash water type. I don't think the resistance is going to matter too much, but in the case of like multi-scale Dragonite, which as we can see here is a threat that we need to deal with, Ice Spinner is going to be a good option if we predict a switch and then we say, oh, no, ice damage instead. And for the last spot, I think I'm going to go with Crunch, mainly for stuff like the Golden Go. But again, I think Wave Crash will be enough for that. It's mainly just, we have a choice band set here, so we might as well get the coverage. Now, there's a few different ways that we could build Pelipper. I think I'm just going to go with the Damp Rock and just make a very bulky set. Because with Surf and Hurricane, it's very few things can switch into Surf and Hurricane, and the things that can wouldn't really pose too much of a threat. We also want Roost on there for coverage and U-turn to have like a slow U-turn kind of momentum builder. So obviously we're going to be leading with Pelipper a lot. If what we're in on isn't like directly a super big threat to Pelipper, we can U-turn and sacrifice some health to get some much needed momentum, and that might end up getting us Floatzel in for free, which is going to be devastating for the other team, especially with the Rain Up and Wave Crash and the Terra type, and it's just gonna murder, just absolutely murder everything. Now for the Claude, obviously we do have our like one-shotter, and in order to ensure that the one-shot happens, we don't get hit by like Sturdy or Focus Sash, we're definitely gonna want some entry hazards. I like Spikes on the Claude, but he can also learn Stealth Rock. And obviously we want Recover on him because he's going to be a wall. And then we have another slot here which we can put in probably an offensive move like Earthquake. But I'm actually going to go for Earth Power here. The reason I'm going for Earth Power is because this guy is probably going to be the recipient of a lot of burns, and it also has that 10% chance to lower the target special defense. So in like a stall situation where it's Earthquake versus Earth Power will eventually break through and win. And we're going to go ahead and put Black Sludge on him, which is going to recover a little bit of HP every turn. Now, the reason Black Sludge is used over Leftovers for Poison type is that if it were tricked by a Rotom or something, or a Golden Go, that's actually going to deal damage to them instead of healing them if they trick that over. So while they can trick me into a choice item, which would be unoptimal for this particular Pokemon, at very least it's not going to be a free exchange for them. Another Pokemon that I really want to try out using here is Quack. With the Moxie ability and a choice band, with the rain boosting his Aqua Step, I feel like this guy has a lot of potential to be an absolute monster in the rain. And we also have Close Combat, we have Brave Bird, and he also learns U-turn too, so it's really not... it's really honestly a decent set for him. Now, we have 2 choice bands, I've noticed. So we might want some special attackers, at very least one of them. We can sort by special attack and see. Iron Moth, not really what we're looking for. Hatterene, a little bit too slow. Golden Go. Scarf Golden Go? I mean, he's top tier for a reason. Yeah, so we can go with the choice Scarf Golden Go, and that's gonna look like something like this, where we put the Shadow Ball and the Make It Rain. And I guess we'll go with, well, obviously Trick. We could trick the Choice Scarf onto something that might be kind of setting up or something. And then we have one more option, which is gonna be... I like the nasty plot on him. Now, we have one more slot on our team here, and we want to try and mitigate some of the weaknesses that we've accumulated by assembling our team. And right now I could see that we have 2 ground-type weaknesses that are not addressed, and we also have an electric kind of... Yeah, so this is one of those cases where you'd throw landorous Therian on the team, but we don't have access to landorous Therian yet, so we're gonna have to figure something else out. And generally I would want to lean on grass type, because grass is going to resist both the electric that we have a pretty notable weakness to, as well as resisting water, which is really good, and also resisting ground. So if we were to get a, let's say, we already have a special attacker. We could get another one. We only really have the 2 walls here. We could get another defensive Pokemon, or maybe something in between as well. We do not have access to Rapid Spin yet, so I might want to go for like a Toedscruel or a Serena in order to get Rapid Spin. And I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to go with the Serena. I think this Serena with a Choice Scarf is going to be the option here. She has U-Turn, which is going to keep up momentum. She also has Trop Kick, which is really nice. And I would usually go High Jump Kick here, but that 90% accuracy is not what I like to see. So I'm going to go with a Low Kick instead, which might not do as much damage, but I'm not going to miss. And then in the last spot, we can do Rapid Spin. And even though we're Scarfed, it's fine that we're using Rapid Spin. It's just kind of, we're going to go in, Rapid Spin, and get out. And with the Choice Scarf and the Queenly Majesty, a lot of things are going to have a hard time getting faster and outspeeding us. And that also gives us an option for a lot of, like, King Gambit is going to be super weak to our Fighting type move, as well as Shine Pow. And they're not going to have a priority move to lean on because we have Queenly Majesty. So that should make us faster than a Shine Pow, and also we'd be able to one-shot him if we ever were to get into that matchup, 1v1. So that is the team. Let's go ahead and try it out. All right, let's see. We got a pretty low-tier team. Honestly, a lot of these Pokemon... This, and this are, I believe, rarely used. Maybe he's overused or underused, but 3 of them are overused, but they're just walls, so we don't really have a huge threat here. There is a lot of water resistance on this team, so not great for a rain team, but that's okay. And we're gonna go ahead and let's just go ahead and lead the Pelipper. They're gonna lead the Blissey, which is totally okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and U-turn. Now, Blissey could do a lot of things. Most of them are status moves. So I'm gonna go into the Golden Go. And Stealth Rock comes out. That's okay, we can spin that away later. I see a lot of walls, so I'm gonna go ahead and trick this Choice Scarf off. Because I don't think anyone in his team wants this Choice Scarf. And I'm still gonna be faster than basically everything without it. Alright. And then we can go into the Claude, because they're stuck into Shadow Ball now, and get a layer of spikes going. I'm not afraid of this Alamamala at all, because I'm Water Absorb. So any Whirlpool shenanigans do not work on me, as stated here. So we can get rocks up as well. We can also get the spikes up. And I'm going to Earth Power whatever happens to switch in. Because someone's going to probably want to get in on that wish. And I'm assuming it's Toxapex. And there's the Toxapex. Alright, let's go into Serena here. I'm expecting Toxic Spites from him, or Infest. That's fine too. But I could predict a switch, but I'm actually more into getting these rocks off of my field. So let's go ahead and Rapid Spin. We can go back into Pelipper, get the rain back up. That's also gonna heavily reduce the damage that we take from Flamethrower. And I could just go ahead and throw at a Surf, Rain Boosted Surf, let's go. Even on Blissey, it's gonna do 12%. Who is stuck in a Scarf right now, so if she uses rocks, she can't do anything else, and then I could just spin them away. Ooh, decent damage too on the rapid spin. This Blissey cannot switch back in now, so they're basically dead. Now, this could be a Will-O-Wisp Talonflame. I don't want to switch in my physical attackers to it. So let's go with the Pelipper and then we can U-turn. Yeah, into one of our, like, sweepers. We're only gonna have, like, one turn of rain, but honestly, do we need more? I don't think so. Oh, in that case, I'm actually gonna go into the Serena and drop kick this Amamala. I'm gonna get burned. Okay, I didn't get burned. Never touch a Talonflame. Scary, scary stuff when you touch a Talonflame happens. Alright, let's go for this whole U-turn here. Obviously, he's not going to stay in on a Pelipper. So we can see what switches in here, and it's going to be the Almala again. I am kind of curious how much the Wave Crash will do. I'm a little curious. I think we go for it. I think we go for it. The Terra Water, Wave Crash, let's see. Is Alamamala bulky enough? Is Dodonzo bulky enough? Oh my god, 41% on Dodonzo. That's kind of insane. And he can rest. But that actually lets me get in my other boy here. And there's a Sleep Talk. And let's start building up Aqua Steps. You have Recover? Yeah, of course you have Recover. Alright, that bought me time. I can get my rain back out. And I can roost this Pelipper to get him back up to full. And we're not trapped. We got U-turn. Alright, here comes the Claude. How many heavy-duty boots does this guy have on? I've put all these hazards up and, like, no one's taken any hazard damage here. That's very upsetting. Let's go for an Aqua Step on him. Let's get another. I guess we'll get 3 spikes up. Like, what are you gonna do about it? Not that it matters. I'm pretty sure every guy on this team is wearing heavy-duty boots. I think Knockoff might be a good addition to this team. And there it is! There it is! Earth Power coming in clutch! Now he has to switch! Or he's just gonna keep taking more damage. I love it. Yeah, this guy's got heavy-duty boots on. The Claude's got heavy-duty boots on. I honestly, I'm in disbelief with how many things have heavy-duty boots on this team. Ooh, this is actually a really good opportunity to surf him. Because he is probably unaware. He's not running a rain team. So he's going to be very weak to the surf coming in. He is very specially defensive, but that's okay. Yeah, see, he's scared out. This thing has heavy-duty boots on? Come on, man! The Toxapex has heavy-duty boots on? Like, legitimately, how many heavy-duty boots does this man order? Okay, I need to go back into for some wave crashes. Ah, but I don't want to switch like that. Yeah, sacrifice the Qua to get the Floatzel back out. This guy's sleeping on the job, so we should be able to get 2 hits in. Hopefully the rest talk doesn't hit me. but knowing my luck, it probably will. Oh no, he just sat there. The Don Zozo has heavy duty boots on. I've just realized. I think I need some electric coverage. I mean, I could be using thunder here. Like, why am I not? That's a good question, actually. Yeah, and Serena ain't pulling her weight either. All right, I see the issue here. I'm gonna go ahead and forfeit. GG, my friend. All right, so now welcome to the revision part of making a team. And something I've realized in just that one match, there is a lot of weaknesses to this team. First of all, our Floatzel is a big guy, and he's our big damage guy. He doesn't have any sense of recovery, so if I'm wasting my wave crashes on things that can use recover, that's obviously not good because he has no way of getting that HP that he spent back. Something I could do instead is go for like a liquidation, but that's going to do significantly less damage than wave crash, at the cost of not getting recoiled, which I think is okay in the case of Floatzel, because most of the damage he did in that game was to himself. And another issue with this team is that we have two like wall break sweeper guys, and they're both water type. That's not good. So I'm gonna go into a Kilowattrel instead. Kilowattrel is honestly a really decent Pokemon. He's basically like mini Zapdos, and in the rain we're gonna be able to take advantage of Thunder and Hurricane and Weather Ball. So that gives us a huge damage electric, flying, and water type move, which is going to be really nice. Also, in the sun, this turns into fire, which is really good. I think for ability, we want to go with Volt Absorb because we don't want, even though this would be neutral on electric, I don't want to have that option. And this also gives an option for me to switch in if I expect something to be using an electric attack. And then for the last spot, there isn't honestly a whole lot of options. We could go with a Volt Switch, which would give us some momentum, and I think that's the way that we want to go with this. And then we can go ahead and throw specs on him. He has enough speed to hold his own. He is not faster than some of the key threats, though. He's definitely not faster than Shinepow. So maybe we want to use something different on him, actually. He does have agility. I think I like that. Let's put Life Orb on him, agility, and get that modest, so he has a little bit more special attack. After an agility, he basically just outspeeds everything in the tier, and he can just rain terror literally down on it. Another option I'm switching out is the Tisserina for a Toad Scroll. And this guy, he's got access to Spore, which is really nice, but because of Mycelium Might, he basically can never use it. So I think I'm gonna run him with an Assault Vest instead. And he's gonna have stuff like Earth Power, Energy Ball, Knock Off, and Rapid Spin. Another switch out that I'm doing here is with the Golden Go. I'm going to actually switch it out for a Scream Tail with Ghost Terra. Hear me out. Hear me out. We're going to put lefties on that. And we're going to go ahead with a Wish, Protect, Perish Song, which I actually really enjoy. And then on the last spot, we can put in whatever we want. We could put in Rain Dance to get another source of rain. Or we could throw in like a Dazzling Gleam, we could do a Boom Burst. I think in this particular team, we're gonna want to go with Disable. And we're gonna go fully physically defensive. And the interesting thing about that, Because it has pyrosynthesis, if something is coming in, if we're fighting a fire team or a sun team rather, photosynthesis is going to boost our physical defense, which a lot of the photosynthesis Pokemon are actually going to benefit from. So we're going to be able to be even tankier in the sun, which we don't really need, but it is nice. And we're just going to run fast Special Sweeper on Toadscroll. He's got everything he needs, and the Assault Vest will keep him nice and healthy. Alright. I see a potential Dragapult lead. So I'm going to go ahead and go Pelipper. This Dragapult may have Thunderbolt. So let's switch into the Toadscroll. You know, I'd say what can I say? Just, you know, I'm the Pokemon guy. Oh, that was a neat prediction. So now we are obviously threatening with Spore, but we don't actually have it on this one. I'm just going to go into a knockoff to knock some of his items off, because it's either going to hit this Dragapult really nicely, or it's just going to knock something else off that's, yeah, like that Great Tusk's leftovers. He might have Ice Spinner if he's switching into me here. I am faster with an Energy Ball, and he doesn't really have a lot of special defense, so I think that's exactly what I'm going to go for. Ooh, and the crit. I don't know if that mattered, but that's unfortunate if it did. The Azumarill definitely has Ice Spinner, but is also weak to Energy Ball, so let's go ahead and Energy Ball that too. I don't want that thing belly drumming on me. And that's okay. Now we can switch into the Floatzel, and just murder. And we're using Liquidation now, so even though Dodonzo's coming in and gonna be a big chonky boy, we're still doing like 30%. But we're not taking any residual damage. Let's go into the Kilowattrel here. Ooh, let's see. He doesn't have a ground type anymore, so I could like totally Thunder here. Para? No, Para. Sag. I know that's a special attacking Dragapult, so Claude is the option here. The U-turn's fine. Get my Rain back up. Pelipper gonna be eating that all day. We can U-turn out into... Oh, actually, this is a good example. I think he might be Choice Banded, so let's hit him with the Disable. Or no, actually, let's Wish. He's not gonna stay in if he's banded. It's not doing enough damage. So now we can Wish and heal our Pelipper back up. And we could throw some Hurricanes at this Dononzo, who surprisingly has quite a bit of special defense. I'm a little surprised how well he took that. All right, he's at +2. We have an option for this. Ooh, that's actually hitting quite hard. And the defense drop, that's killer, man. That's not good. Water Absorb time. Do you have a coverage move? Let's find out. He does not. Ooh, and no balloon on the Golden Go. Means good boy Clodsire gets to get some Earthquakes in here. Alright, let's see how this Earth Power does on the Azumarill. Obviously, he's scaring me with a bunch of stuff that some Azumarill has. But Pelipper should be able to tank most of his options. Yeah, even the Ice Spinner, which is uncomfortable, is still fine. And we get the Floatzel back out! Let's go! Oh, what, you resist it? Too bad. He's actually going to sacrifice his Azumarill, probably to get the Dondozo out without having to tank a Liquidation coming in. But I think he's already revealed to me that he only has Water Move, which, I mean, I'm okay. That's alright. This is a situation where I would really like Toxic, but I brought Rocks instead. Oh, he has avalanche. Okay, he does have coverage. Good to know. Good to know. But he has opened himself up to being hurricaned. Also, we can get in there with the ice spinner now, too. I don't know if I want to do this, actually. Do I get in the Pelipper? Because avalanche is going to hurt if I attack him. Yeah, let's go to the Pelipper and roost. Okay, that was actually really good. Cinderace ain't staying in here. I'm a surf, just in case. Ooh, the high jump kick. I resist that. He does not resist the surf. Alright, let's go into Kilowattrel and maybe get some of these sleep turns done. Kind of annoying. Ooh, that's not going to work too well, is it? Now, let's sack him. Do I live a Shadow Ball? I don't know if I do. I might. Let's try. Oh, he doesn't. Dang it. Okay. I guess we'll go back out into the Pelipper. We can get a slow U-turn. And Floatzel comes in with the Ice Spinner. I don't want to get slept, so I'm probably going to switch back out. I can hit him with a Hurricane. And down goes the Dodonzo. That was the only thing really stopping my Floatzel from just memeing. So that's a Scarf. No, it's not. Is it? It might be. Yeah, it's Scarfed. Okay. Oh, but I'm faster than it in the rain. I don't know why I did that. That's just a misplay on my part. Yeah, that's just bad playing on my part. Let's do another game. All right, we got a bit. Oh man, you know you're in good when you're fighting. That's how you know you're high on the ladder. I mean, 1400. That's not nothing. All right, let's switch into our Scream Tail. Icicle Crash. Is that banded? I think that might be banded. Let's just go for the Wish. And we can meme on whatever comes in here. Do we go for the Thunder? Or do we go for the Weather Ball? I think we go for the Thunder. Ooh, I don't know if that crit mattered or not. Probably not. Orthworm has like no special defense. And we're Life Orbed. Okay, this guy might hit quite hard. If he's Choice Banded Aqua Jet, I feel like that murders me. But if he's anything else, I need to attack him right now. I don't think he'd bring it out if it wasn't. So let's go to the Claude. Ah, okay. One of these. Good to know. That's unfortunate for me. Oh, the Play Rough miss, though. That's why we don't use moves that can miss. That is the reason, my man. And now you're weak to Hurricane. Alright, Great Tusk coming out here. Our option for that is Scream Tail. The Rapid Spin gonna come out. That's fine. The Rapid Spin can come out. Let's just go ahead and Wish. We always gotta Wish. We can Protect here. They can't really do anything about that. Oh no, not a knockoff. Oh no. I can actually... I'm not faster though. I wish I was. I could disable the knockoff. The Rock... The Salt Cure is going to come out here for sure. Let me Protect. Actually, I have an idea. Yeah. And now you don't do anything. Fuck you. Out of here, Garg. You have nothing else. I think I'm pretty safe to go into the Toedscroll here. He can't Spore me. The Sludge Bomb is neutral. The Poison kind of sucks, but that's whatever. And then we can just knock off something. I really should get Hazards up. Alright, knock off. No more Choice Band for you. That's actually going to make you much easier to tank. Now Scream Tail can just come in and just be chilling. Big chilling. First we gotta get flinched a bunch. Does Pelipper tank an Icicle Crash? I don't think it does. I think Floatzel might, but he's not faster yet. I need to get Pelipper back out. You still don't have a choice band, my guy. That's okay. Pelipper can do what he needs to do while he's sleeping. Also, he gets full healed. Let's go. Now, I think Kilowattrel comes out and hurricanes things. Not faster than a Shinpow, though. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's really not good. But I don't like that drop. Okay, honestly, probably the best thing he could have done for me right there. Like, for real, for real. I'd really like to get an agility up on my Kilowattrel. But I'm not gonna get the opportunity to. Hooray. Oh well, I get to Hurricane. Nothing here wants to switch into that. And the thing that does, probably the Garg, is not gonna want to take a Weather Ball. And down goes the Great Tusk. Can I save the Kilowattrel? I don't think so. I think we basically kill everything here with Liquidation. Even the Amoonguss, which is, like, it could be defensive, it resists it, but it doesn't matter, I'm in the rain. Ooh, do we have a disconnect there? Is that a Rage Quit? I don't think so. Hey, Amoonguss tanked it pretty well, actually. Let's see. I'm gonna Rapid Spin here. I think I died of poison here, but that allows the Floatzel to come in. And Amoonguss can't stay into an Ice Spinner, and I think I do enough damage that, oh wow, that is a physically defensive Amoonguss, holy moly. And that is a physically defensive Garg. Yeah, I don't have anything to kill that now. I might be able to... Oh, not with the crit. Ah, this is a difficult battle. Ooh, the confusion hit though, that's actually really good for me. They're gonna stall at the rain, I guess. Probably gonna protect again. And now I can heal one of my guys. Oh, disconnect again. Do we have a free win? Free win? The real reason I'm 1400-ish? Ooh, does somebody need better internet? It's looking like it. Okay, they're back. They went for it, even though I, in the past, hit them with the disable on their Salt Cure. So they just don't care. And they've just... Again! 5 seconds, come on! And there it is, that's how you win them, boys! Okay, jokes aside, obviously this team needs a lot of work too, and we'll just continue to refine it as we go, but I think that's going to do it for today. My voice is kind of giving out. I got sick over the weekend, so can't really do it all this week, but I hope that's good. I hope that's a nice video for you guys to enjoy, and if you guys want to play Showdown against me or with me or in some capacity, I'm going to be streaming this on Saturday. And we're just going to have a whole 3 hours of just Showdown. Because I really enjoy this. I really like this metagame. Luck aside, luck sucks, but what can you do? What are you going to do? Go play Temtem? Yeah, sure. But with that said, a special thanks to my Patreon supporters. They make all of these videos possible. I don't have to get sponsorship deals or anything like that. Gross stuff that makes videos worse. And, of course, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!